Hi. Now I'm going to show you a few makeup steps that will visually enlarge your eye. And this is the result I get when I need volume. At the very beginning, I prepared my skin and applied the tone. In this video, I will not stop there. Next, I get rid of all the natural shadow on my eye using concealer. First, I neutralize the blue on the eye. That's the veins. And for this, I'm going to use peach concealer. I'm going to apply a very thin layer on all the areas and gently blend it out. I'm going to use the Beauty Blender. And with stomping motions, I'm going to tap the concealer. After I've neutralized the blueness, I'll be brightening and getting rid of all the natural shadows. I apply the concealer on the upper and lower eyelids. Here the main thing is not to overdo it and not to choose too light tone, as this is no longer relevant and can visually age your face. Usually we don't go close to the lashes on the lower eyelid, but in this case it will come in handy. Right now, I've been using a concealer like this one from Vivian Sabo. It's moisturizing, I like it. And all the links will be in the description. In the next step, we need to find the eyelid crease. Not everyone has a crease. And if you, like me, it is not visible, then I take the end of the brush and just like this movement, I feel the bone. That's our eyelid crease. But if your crease is pronounced, then apply the shadow just above it, creating a new crease visually. You can use natural shades or sculptor shadows for this, or just shades of beige natural colors. I will be using the palette in question and will take this color. For this, I'm going to take a small brush and highlight the crease area a little bit higher than it is. How pronounced this shadow will be is up to you. You can try it harder and you might like it better. I apply the shadow to our new crease and blend it out. Now we have a clear crease and increased volume. The faux shadow tricks the eye of the beholder and lifts our look. Next, I move to the bottom row of lashes and look for this convex area. It's called the lower lash line, and if you don't have it clearly defined like I do, you can squint, and this is the border. That's what we're looking for. I'm going to apply the shadow right on that border. I'm going to use the same small brush, even smaller, and the same shadow. I'm going to apply the shadow in a gentle motion. The main thing is not to take on the brush very much. A small amount is enough, and it is better to duplicate several times. Next, we will play with light, and highlighter will help us in this. We need light reflecting texture in order to visually increase the volume. And the reflection of light will give us just such an effect. You can also use a light shadow here. I'm going to use a highlighter. I put highlighter on my finger and apply it to the highlighted areas of the upper eyelid. I also touch up my actual eyelid crease. In visual life, this will give us the reflection we need, and the eye will look even more voluminous. I will also apply highlighter on the inner corner of the eye, creating a slight glare. I apply it with my finger as well. I also add highlighter, but with a small brush, to the space between our new border and the lashes. Now, I slightly emphasize the lash line and extend the lash line. Here also the main thing is not to overdo it and not to make it visually heavy. So I'm going to use a dark brown shade of pencil. I just lead the line just above the lashes and tease a small continuation. Slightly pull out, and it gives us even more volume at the expense of length. if you don't have extended lashes. Next, we'll use mascara to create a more dramatic look. I'm also doing the lower lashes. Well, the lower lash line I will work with a light pencil. It is desirable that it was not a white pencil but beige or beige with shimmer. Maybe pink too, by the way. This way it will look more natural. I have a beige pencil with shimmery particles. I just emphasize the mucous membrane. And a little bit on the same spot where the highlighter was. Now I wanted to deepen the outer corner of my eye a little bit, so I take the same shadow and just apply it on the outer corner. This is the result we get. You can compare before and after. And now on the second eye, I will show you what you should not do if you want to achieve volume on your eyes. You should not make the movable eyelid dark, that is, smoky eye will visually reduce your volume. Use a hard and thick line of eyeliner. This will minimize your eyes and make them look more closed. Also, if you let down the lower trace with a black pencil, it will give the effect of reduction. Also, do not draw a beak and do not bring eyeliner to the inner eye. Visually, it narrows the eye. Do not emphasize the lower row of eyelashes. This will also reduce the eye. Choose the right concealer because a very light shade can make the eye look smaller. Now look at how makeup changes the size of the eye. I don't mean to say it's the wrong eye or the wrong makeup. This is where you need to figure out what you want. A big volume or a bright effect. But now you know what you need to do to achieve one or the other effect.